Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Damn. Turn up the volume on this. Whoa. Good morning. Also, damn. Serrating me. Look at this turned you up. It's freezing rain, so I'm not going to class today. Yo, sir. Yo, Lucas said Bach. Lucas Sec. You did a no cutscene, no dialogue run of Infamous. Nice. Got this test to see what's causing it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm staying home because of freezing rain, because I'm not fucking driving in freezing rain. You're gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for the raid, dude. And yo, what's up, raiders? I'm sure as you can see, I'm playing Crash Twinsanity game very broken. I'm also listening to music. Wow, that's loud. I also fucked this up, so I had to redo that. Why? Why do I do it that way? I could do it this way. This is much easier. There we go. You will notice this game is very broken. If you've never seen Crash Twinsanity before, there's a lot of tricks that happen. Yo, Pete. Oh, whoops. Okay. There you go. Much better. Also, Cortex is not supposed to be here. Damn it, I didn't get a long jump. I'm kind of sort of still in the process of waking up. There you go. You're about to see something very interesting. So I'm gonna throw Cortex here, and there is a loading zone right here. And I'm gonna spin into Cortex as I cross that loading zone. And, well, I'm gonna throw him, and then I'm gonna die. Oh, hey, we teleported. So what happened there was that Cortex was in this loading zone, and I just threw him into the checkpoint. I haven't had to deal with that camera in a while. Or maybe I should say Pit Dobry Utra. Easy. I say easy. Not easy. Neither what I'm about to do is easy. This is not easy. Ah, Cortex died. So, because I have Cortex, I could do some weird shit. This is one of the latest time saves. Where you could just go right through that door. It doesn't just save time, it also is faster than something that we call ball glitch, which is semi-random. Also, this is the final level in the game, if you haven't been able to tell. Okay. I'm gonna go practice Hub 2. Sorry if I sound far away from my mic. I'm kind of, it's kind of cold. So I have a slightly different setup. I'm not sitting in my chair. I'm actually sitting on my bed. I'm surprised that worked, actually. Usually that doesn't actually work. But I guess it did this time. I'm too far to the left. It's not gonna work, I don't think. No, it worked. Okay. Uh-oh. Nice. Buenas, Dark Soul, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo andas? Okay. Me cago en todo. Con sueño. Vaya. Me levanté a las 4:30. Como siempre. Pero es que... no sé cómo se llama en español, pero... es como la lluvia congelada. En que hace tanto frío para que congelarse la lluvia. Así que no quiero conducir por el peligro. Porque hay hielo negro en la calle. Yeah, there was freezing rain, so I did not want to go to class. I couldn't go back to sleep. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Granizo no. Granizo es literalmente es algo diferente. Porque el granizo ya está congelado. La freezing rain no está congelado al punto en que hay contacto con el calle. Con la calle. Oh, oops. Yo, Ali, what's up? El peligro de la freezing rain, literalmente, es que hay hielo en la calle. Y es difícil mantener el control del coche. Y en la mayoría de los países hispanohablantes no hay, porque obviamente... What's the manga in the corner? So it is the name of the manga is called Tanaka-kun is Always Listless. It's one of my favorites. Cortex, stop dying, please. Oh my fuck! Cortex, please! Thank you. Or if you want to know the Japanese name, it's Tanaka-kun wa itsumo kedaruge. Vale, gracias por la suerte, gracias por pasarte y suerte con la uni. Dude. Thank you. Let me move. Are you just gonna do everything you can to suck? The game is just gonna do everything it can to suck today, I guess. What? The game is doing everything it can to suck today, I guess. Art looks cool. It's a very, do I recommend the manga or the anime? I didn't read much of the manga, but the anime is very nice. It is one of my favorite anime. I used to use this picture, though, I mean, the colors are inverted. I used to use this picture for, certain stuff I used to do, like, 10 years ago. And I honestly kind of like it. But yeah, I recommend it. Just know that it is it's extremely slice of life. With probably like 5% drama. There you go. Wow, I've never done a mother skip that fucking clean before. That is crazy how clean that is. Yeah, I'm just taking damage. Nothing I can do about it. Can I beat the cycle? Oh yeah, I'm beating the cycle. Barely, but I'm beating it. There we go. Perfect. So, in case anybody didn't know, my birthday is next week. You don't like romance? There is slight romance, though it doesn't really go anywhere. Unfortunately, and then make... What? Oh... I mean, it's a, It's a high school slice of life anime. There's gonna be a little bit. Happy birthday, thanks. I turned 31 on the 11th. Luckily, it also coincides with spring break, and I need a break. I have been not doing very well for the past, like, 3 weeks. Like, I have been tired basically every single day. I mean, I'm the dumbass that wanted to be like, okay, let's learn Russian and Italian, yeah, let's go. I think, though, in the early morning, I'm going to stream the day after my birthday. But on my birthday, I'm not doing anything. I am basically completely and totally, like, gone. Same, but for the past 5 years, yeah. Yeah, the tiredness was to the point where I fell yesterday. So, it was right beside my bed, so I just landed on my bed, luckily, but I did fall yesterday. But yeah, so basically, like, next week I'm gonna be basically unavailable. Well, except I think the day after my birthday, I've decided I want to do a little bit of a stream because I have to practice. I have a marathon run in like 3 weeks. I should be able to make the cycle. Yep. The Halo and Master Chief Collection? There's no way. Is it? So you have a week off? That's cool. I'm sorry to hear that, but also, that's a cool silver lining, I guess you could say. Also, this is not a thing where I am allowing talking about the politics. Just kind of like as a just as a precursor. Also, I swear I changed the game. Oh, I forgot to hit update. And here's the thing I will say. Things are very bad. Let's play video games. And I hope everybody is just safe. It's the only thing I demand. Everybody stays safe. So please stay safe. Just 1 week off. Yeah, exactly. You got 1 week off. That's great. See, that's the thing. Like, you gotta find the positive with it. And if you're not being affected, that's amazing. But yeah, again, this is not an invitation for the politics. I should probably put a text prompt on screen, also a wajo. I should probably put text up on the screen saying please don't talk about politics or current events, because we all know what's going on, most of us, or at least most of us. I'm here to play video games. Also, you're fine with saying that, Ali. I don't count that as something that would be off limits, because you get a week off. Yeah, we get spring break starting Monday. I've already been thinking, well, I'm probably not going to take Thursday off. I was thinking of taking Thursday off. But I'm taking today off instead because of freezing rain. Yeah, I looked at the weather. As soon as I woke up, I see winter weather advisory. What the fuck? Why? And then I see, oh yeah, freezing rain, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to drive 50 kilometers. 1 week off is incredibly political. You are correct. Stay in school, kids. Yeah, I saw winter weather advisory. I saw freezing rain, which would mean that I would have to end up dealing with freezing rain, like, I'd have to deal with freezing rain while I'm there, and I'm just like, how about no? I'm staying home. Then I tried sleeping, and I'm like, oh, neat, can't sleep. Teach you the ways? What do you want to know? Damn, that's crazy. I want to see if I could do that. Still struggling with the first part. What, you mean in any percent? I would not recommend. I would recommend starting with all levels. But I can teach you Tiki Mon Skip. Oh, you're doing Hundo? You're on PS2, so the tree skip is not consistent. It's consistent on Xbox. It's a 1 in 3, though, to do those phantom ledges, you have to let go of the stick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 21. Okay. Together we are stronger than everyone else could be on their own. I mean, it's not... It's still worth doing because it saves, like, what, 20 seconds? But you need to let go of the stick. If you're also having trouble with Day Ruined, understandable. If you're trying to, is it worth going for? You're not looking for, you just want to be better. Let me see here. I mean, you don't have to go for it. It's not, if it's preventing you from doing runs, I would not go for it. Yo, Rintaro. Buenas. Si hablas español. Better than unknown. I would be, for like a beginner, I would honestly just say do what allows you to start doing runs, because you should. If it were me, okay, I would let go of the button. I would, you should always do, buenas comandas. I would always do, whatever is gonna allow you to do runs, because you won't enjoy yourself if you can't finish runs. And in speedrunning, you should do the una run. Estoy practicando. Estoy practicando para una run porque voy a hacer en abril. Hay una maratón de speedrunning. Se llama Mames o Maratón Mexicana de Speedrunning. En que voy a hacer en 100%. Y estoy practicando ahora mismo. Y voy a hacer una run muy pronto. Después de la práctica. You're gonna lurk, gotta get back to work, good luck. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Hijo de la gran puta. I wouldn't mind showing you stuff too, but I mean, probably by the time you're done with work, I'm not gonna be streaming. Las partes con las ratas no me gustan. ¿En serio? Déjame saltar. Okay, there we go. Pues es que es difícil predecir los movimientos de las ratas. ¿Eh? Bastante tediosa. Tal vez. No, don't die. Thank you. Hijo de la gran puta, no. Voy a morir. 07. Oh, 07. Nope. Una vez más. Nope. Yo, Sustain, thanks for the good luck. I think that's enough. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna run through the game listening to music instead. Aren't I awake quite early? It's pretty normal for me to be up this early. I woke up and I checked the weather and it said that there was a winter weather advisory. Una frase en japonés. Sí, pero... ¿qué es lo que me quieres decir? Algo como... ¿Cómo se dice en español? Algo como, por ejemplo... para introducirme o algo así. Ok. Deも日本語を話せるけど、はい、はじめまして。僕の名前は、G プロです。よろしくお願いします。このスキップは簡単と思うけど、時々人にとってそのスキップは難しいけど、俺にとってね、簡単と思うよ。Algo así. Timer. What the fuck? La transición. Sí. Would I say that Spanish Crash 3 voice actors sound completely unnatural or something? I didn't really pay much attention to it. Pero sí, siento la transición. Exacto. Porque es... ¿cómo se dice? No soy inconsciente. O sea, no es algo inconscientemente. Sí. Siento la transición. Porque... porque estoy manipulando la posición de la lengua. Genuinely not Spanish? I mean, what does ser think? Pues ten en cuenta que tengo una habilidad en que puedo copiar acentos. Ah, o sea... mi voz suena más suave en español o... japonés, ¿verdad? O sea... y en japonés, ¿verdad? Pues también me estoy manipulando, como se dice. Te sale el clip de la nuez. Nice, nice. Pues sí, es porque las cuerdas, mis cuerdas son más tensas. ¿Puedo decir? Más tensas cuando hablo en inglés que español. Japonés depende, pero en español sí, porque normalmente él habla español. Pues es que los hispanohablantes hablan con labios tensos, pero cuerdas relajadas, puedo decir. Entonces es, no sé cómo se dice en español, pero es algo de... En inglés se dice vocal fry, en que la vibración de las cuerdas son más tensas, más intensas. Algo así. En japonés también son más tensas que español, pero que inglés no. O sea, en comparación de inglés, no. Depende. Porque en inglés, el habla en inglés es muy complicado. Más complejo porque tenemos casi 5 tonos de estrés. Español. En español hay 2. Técnicamente 1. Átono y el estrés. En japonés no hay estrés, pero no sé exactamente cómo explicarlo. Ni en inglés puedo explicarlo bien. Pero el habla japonés es interesante porque los japoneses hablan con cuerdas tensas, casi como en inglés, pero no tanto. Pero no tienen estrés. No hay estrés en la lengua, así que hay tonos, pero no tonos de estrés. Por cierto, por ejemplo, tío, los palillos, creo que se dice, palillos. Lo que se utiliza para comer comida en los países asiáticos. En japonés se llama hashi, pero la puente es hashi, hashi, hashi. Casi son la misma. Casi son iguales, pero la diferencia está en el tono. Así que... Pero no hay tres. Por eso el idioma suena muy rítmico. Porque es rítmico. Hay ritmo en el idioma. En nuestros idiomas, o sea, normalmente los idiomas indoeuropeos, como español, francés, inglés, alemán, etc., normalmente hay cambios en ¿cómo se dice? ¿Cuánto tiempo dura cada sílaba? Depende de la palabra y depende de la sílaba. En japonés no. What? How did I feel that? That's weird. Perdonadme por ser extremadamente nerd. How is my Ruski yazik? It's going okay. I learned I didn't have the lowest grade in the exam, which is crazy because unas frases en inglés. Todo depende de la práctica y la motivación que tienes. Y el interés también. So I learned we're not learning genitive case. Though the teacher is trying to introduce us to it. He's saying, like, listen, the thing is that basically the last thing that you need in order to, like, make sentences is learning the genitive case. Yo, Rach. So, he's trying to introduce us to it. And he is basically, like, attempting to make sure that we are at least aware of it. My reading's going okay, though I'm still having trouble retaining words. But that's just kind of like normal, considering like I'm an entire like semester behind everybody else. So like, consumir contenido o videojuegos, inglés, por supuesto. Pero es porque soy angloparlante. Pero juego videojuegos a veces en what do you think of AI translation? Fucking dog shit. Hay videojuegos en que juego en japonés. Español no. Let me see here. Is there anything special about the sliding tutorial cutscene? You just need to jump. You need to, like, the key to it is you want to hold the, camera button and then just, like, make a very late double jump. If you do a late double jump, you'll skip the cutscene. It's actually not that difficult. To do it that way, but, it's not difficult to actually do it. It's just, it depends on the double jump timing. Because, if you double jump too early, Crash will hit the cutscene trigger because his animation is different. Yeah, without knowing any Slavic languages, it's hard to retain lots of words. Yeah. Word retention is quite difficult. I'm starting to kind of get a sense of plurals. And I do have a fairly good sense of the cases now. Like, I can identify the cases. Doesn't mean that I'm necessarily, like, good at that. Why dog shit? The reason why I think AI translation is dog shit is because of how the industry is using it. What language am I learning? So, I'm learning Russian and Italian right now. But yeah, the biggest problem with it is that it's changing the industry to where business owners are using it as an excuse to it uses it as an excuse to fire workers and only hire people who are good enough. Essentially, like somebody like me, where maybe I don't have a ton of translation experience, but I have a lot of cultural experience because I interact with natives a lot in Spanish and Japanese. They would look at me and say, oh, we have to pay you too much. I'm gonna hire this intern that, like, studied the language for a year instead, because they can use AI translation. Because they'll be cheaper. And I shit you not, there was a seminar that my Russian teacher, who's about my age, she's a grad student, who, like, he had a seminar and he showed me that. And he showed me slides of a seminar and it said good enough. And yeah, like, AI as a tool for that is not a problem. I mean, it has a lot of issues with certain languages, which makes sense. But the problem is that the industry is ran by people who don't understand what is required for these kinds of things, and that's why I call it dog shit. Yeah, like, I mean, in reality, the way AI translation is supposed to be used for is the same way that Google Translate was being used for 10 years ago. It's just a toolkit in a translator's and interpreter's arsenal to be able to make more accurate translations and stuff, but the business owners don't understand that. They want quicker stuff They want cheaper labor. And that's what they're looking at. Yeah. I think right now AI should not be implemented in the industry at all. Because the people that are pushing it, it will start to get more accurate over time, yes. But the issue is it's replacing people's jobs. There are people who have dedicated their lives to it. Oh no. Yeah. It's just people are dedicating their lives to these things, and we're not. The industry is not working to try to have them together. That's what I mean. And also, my field of study, AI can't replace. Yeah, I can't create wholly original ideas. It's all because the industry is not adapting to have AI and humans working together. They're using AI to take shortcuts. AI should only be a tool used specifically for, AI should only be used to improve, a person's workflow, not replace their workflow. Yeah, you need a clever mind for those things to work properly. And it's not a thing about me disliking... I mean, I dislike AI. I don't think that AI has a good place here, but... But... that doesn't mean that I say that AI is not useful. So there's one aspect of academia where AI is very good. And that's lesson plans. Yo, Joseph, what's up? Lesson plans and making exams. And you know what? That's great. Because if a teacher doesn't need to spend hours working on lesson plans, and all it needs to do is just proofread lesson plans created by AI. See, that's great. That's an amazing tool. But what they're also trying to do, which is really dumb, is they're trying to use AI to replace citation and research, which it can't do because AI can't say no. It can make shit up. Please get out of here, thank you. Believes anything it reads. Yeah, pretty much. I've heard that it can lie and stuff. But, I mean, even with that, it's like, why would you trust it? Humans just need to be... Humans just need to kind of regulate it. If it becomes intelligent enough to be able to make its own decisions, I mean, cool. Whatever, but the thing is it's... Yeah, it's just about how much people care about having a polished product, and nobody cares about that because nobody can tell what is and isn't a polished product. And that pisses me off. Sucks. But that's the state that we're in right now. You still understand it, but to you it screams slop. Yeah. You know, there's typos in the website for that we use for Russian homework. I shit you not, yesterday there were some students complaining about getting something wrong when it wasn't, because they had to write I think it was Russia, and it was because they used a Russian S and a Latin C. Like, both of the C's were just different. Because one was the Russian one and one wasn't. I think one of the questions you were supposed to write out, let me see here. Sim. But it didn't have the S, so it was just M. So people got it wrong even if they got it right. Soviet. Oh, come on. That, yeah, everything's just going wrong today. I know one day that penguin's gonna kill me. One day that penguin is gonna kill me. Yeah, it's the same with translations. It's gonna be the same with interpretation. What are the ways to get rid of zombie? Dying or grabbing a mask? Because basically, zombie just counts your hit points. Basically, you're at -1. So, you just, you grab a mask and then you're at 1. Or you're at 0. But usually dying involves crashing. Yo, Mir. Tal vez sí. Ahora mismo sí, porque normalmente los hispanohablantes que ven mis streams normalmente no están despiertos ahora mismo. Dude! Okay, that sucks. I hope you are doing well. I didn't think that my CRT being not lined up to where I'm sitting was gonna be that big of a problem. You still don't understand Cursed Warp? The basics around Cursed Warp are, well, there's two things. It's Cursed Splash because it's combining a Splash Teleport and Cursed Warp. So the idea behind Cursed Warp is that you, okay, I'm not getting this jump, apparently. The idea behind Cursed Warp is that you hit the... Essentially, like, a checkpoint is hit while you are in a different chunk. So this is already confusing for the game. You got high blood pressure? Uh-oh. So, the game is not prepared to check if you have, health declining real hard after 30, true. How much is the CRT? I'm not sure. It is a noticeable difference between it and the upscaler. But right now my CRT is tilted because I'm not moving it. It's just avoiding the checkpoint. Avoiding the checkpoint is all about your positioning. And you have to understand that Crash's hitbox, Crash's hitbox is, like, literally his animations. So, the way that I have the tutorial made, which is, it is manipulating Crash's hitbox, so that way he doesn't hit the checkpoint. How a lot of other people do it, like, I mean, which is Dio's method of doing it, which is just not lining Crash up at all. Or they're turning the other way. Usually Crash's hitbox is not normalized enough to just dodge it. Okay, yeah, run's dead. Like here, I'll show it. Like, a lot of... The one thing... Like, people kind of think that turning Crash a specific way is not, important. It's very important. Here. Since I just reset, I'll show you. Because you didn't have a good angle? Yeah, the way that you do it... And I mean, this is the way that I do it for Hundo. It is, I almost never fail it. And it's not because, like, oh, I'm just, like, really good. It's just, no, my setup is very good. So I kind of, like, manipulate the camera, and I put Crash here, and I turn him to the right, and then I, like, line up his heel to, like, if you see, there's, like, a little corner. Then I hold, vale, gracias por pasarte. Then I just hold forward on D-pad, and then as soon as I land, up left. Damn it. My hands are cold, so it's difficult for me to do, Yeah, just like that. Yeah, without setting up. You just walk to the ledge and walk forward. Yeah, if Crash is not turned, he has a chance of hitting it. He has a higher chance of hitting the, He has a higher chance of doing that. Hitting the, what's it called? He has a higher chance of hitting the trigger. Yeah, because if Crash is turned to the right, his hitbox is not gonna block. His hitbox is not gonna block, him from getting there. Yeah, my setup is entirely, like, if you do it correctly, you will never fail it. Honestly, I don't even remember the last time I failed it. It may have been when I was really tired. I think I failed it once. While I was, like, super tired. And that was when I was, struggling with, food poisoning a month ago. Or so. But then it was more so I just didn't do the setup correctly. I also think that a lot of people just don't use D-pad as well when they try doing Cursed Splash, so it's like, which is a big no-no. You should always use D-pad for that. The only time you shouldn't is if you're going for, like, no setup. You don't use D-pad? Well, you already said you don't set it up. If you set it up and you're not using D-pad, you're just asking to fail. It's just like people who do fast bat without D-pad is like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, it is impossible to normalize Crash's facing angle with the stick. It is literally impossible to properly normalize it. Actually, the fact that Crash is like, Crash is nearly impossible to normalize is the biggest reason why people struggle with this game. But yeah, Pete, basically to answer your question, the Russian class is going quite well. D-pad for setups is king, exactly. You can't even really normalize with the D-pad unless you already have, like, unless you take the time to normalize. That's why, like, Fastbat works super well, is because you're already normalized. I can't believe I missed that. That's insane. I'm glad that most people are going to understand the term normalize, since blind runs are so popular nowadays. What? Like, doing the twin split snipe in, doing the twin split snipe in Agony requires a lot of normalizing. Who sent me a message?
Well, a power crystal.
Oh, you bastard. No. No. Okay. Dude.
Yes.
Oh, porco dio.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
I'm trying to set up streamer mode. So that sounds about right, yeah. I almost forgot what to do. Why do I have another notification? And why did that happen? Oh no. I'm getting something in my eye. No. Oh no. I'm losing like 15 million years, dude. Xbox, the version for this game, I would recommend running on Xbox, yeah. Xbox is just better. I jumped too early. Faster load times. You don't really get a glitched angle that makes you walk instead of run. It does fuck with OG Xbox angles for some reason. I'm surprised I'm only losing like a couple of seconds. I lost way more time than that. Welcome back. Need Xbox emulator? Xbox emulator is not allowed. For runs. I'm looking to see if, we can allow at least a soft modded Xbox 360. But a lot of people seem to be against that for some reason, which I don't understand, because OG Xbox, we allow that. Crash community is usually very, very against change, which sucks. Xbox emulator wouldn't make enough of a difference. There you go. I almost have streamer mode enabled. So you want to try on emulator? The thing that kind of sucks is that you can't run Twinsanity easily on 50 hertz on the emulator because emulator's made like ass. It won't show a disk prompt, so it won't work. There's stuff you have to do for Zemu. Are you kidding? Dude, if I fuck this up, it's not that different. It is pretty different, actually. Come on. If I have one more mistake, I'm stopping and I'm turning my fucking CRT. Though I would say the PS2 emulator is way easier to set up. It's a lot less annoying since you could just play the European version of Twinsanity and you have no issues. Zemu requires like 50 extra steps. It's really stupid. Textures don't matter. I'm losing years, dude. I don't even have enough time to like, oh wait, maybe I do. Hang on. Hold up, let me cook. I did it. I turned streamer mode on. Next chance I'm getting, I'm turning it. This always puts you in the cutscene trigger, you're just not jumping in the right spots. If I could find a way to speed this up a little bit more, I could make this cycle. Trying to think of when my next, like, proper downtime is. I jumped too early. You're kidding! That's so dumb. The fuck? My toes are starting to get cold. Dimension skip? Is there a difference between PS2 and emulator? I mean, the biggest difference is that your stick angles don't get fucked up. Do you mean cursed warp? Or cursed splash? Because dimension skip is impossible without Cortex. Ali's talking about for Twinsanity. Hang on. Okay. Better. Much better. Yet that's still happening. Okay, why are you just not listening to me, game? A Cortex dog? That's not... Are you talking about Dimension Skip or are you talking about Cursed Splash? Because they're two different skips. There's no way Brody means, warp skip. Because Cursed Splash is the skip that we use in any percent right now. And that doesn't involve using Cortex. But Dimension Skip does. Because Dimension Skip uses Cortex to block Crash from hitting the cutscene. And then you're basically able to get grabbed by the game to be able to be pulled into the 10th dimension. Cursed Splash is the one that basically teleports you. But the thing is that Cursed Splash is it's totally different, but it's faster. They're two totally different skips that accomplish the same thing. And there is a tutorial. I made a beginner-friendly tutorial. Now we can at least you can check with when Cortexless warp skip and runs, it's slower. The tutorial has the Pete seal of approval. That means it must be good. Yo, Flowers, what's up? Yo, Draco. Go fast and stuff, mate. Make it faster? It can't be. You can't really do Cortex's warp skip and then quickly reach the 10th dimension. Or, I mean, you can't do that and quickly reach, Yo, sir. I can't believe I finally figured out how to skip that cycle. That's so good, dude. I'm probably getting a best seg here by a lot. Because, like, this was a fantastic slip slide. I did not get a best seg. Interesting.
I've never been so humiliated.
No amount of treasure can ever begin to compensate.
Treasure, eh? Onza.
Oh, Cortex was gone. I wasn't paying attention. I was checking my messages. That's some bad spacing. Yeah, I would check my YouTube channel for, Cursed Splash tutorial. So, I would also just recommend you do all levels instead of any percent. Because any percent is very not beginner friendly. Also, by the way, Sustain, I wake up at 4:30 every morning. On weekends, I wake up at 7, though. Yeah. I figured I was gonna die there. Oh, that's really bad. I don't even think I could PB. Keep the platforms? Yeah, you spin. Spinning has slightly different properties. Just to think that you could get away. The power has arrived in a dream team. There's force of one and one makes three. And when the trail's going cold and the lies have been told, the scroll will find what you can't see. Yeah, danger hides when the hyper bee flies and the ninja stars fly too. It's Vector, the karma collector, and he's sworn to fight for you. Team Bayer. The detectives you want on your side. The director is tracking down your crime. But not hide for long, the game is on. Green gem, I don't know what green gem that is. Remember when stealing used to be a good deal and the crooked life would always pay? Well, now that the teens in town, that's all gone underground, but it's a worry to this very day. The challenge has been issued by the Eggman. This mission's gonna meet them all. And though his hope's grown thin and their outlook is grim. I split way too early. Yeah, fun fact, those spikes aren't even, like, dangerous. But you could still get hit by the missiles. The spike's on the outside, not the inside.
Ah, yummy! Fresh meat for my pot.
I don't remember what the movement is. I kind of forgot. So I guess I'll just be focusing entirely on muscle memory then. And along the game is on. Oh shit. What your problem needs? Watch those three go make the out. I almost fucked up. I don't even know what the colors of the gems are, to be honest. Except for a couple of them, like I know the yellow gem and ice climb. Are leaving the sinking ship. Tell us where the treasure is and we'll let you go. Silent! Looks like we have to wring it out of him. Rio, get changed. Layout for it. We don't have that. I'm gonna walk through this just like the song is showing. And now I won't. One, two, three, four. Almost fucked it up. Fuck the consequences. One, two, three, four. Okay. What goes up must come down. Yet my feet don't touch the ground. See the 1, 2, 3, 4. Mighty crash without a sound. I can feel your every rage. Step aside and I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser gleam my eyes on you. Woman, now will watch me save the day. Be my stomach's getting cool. You know, I never checked to see if you could do a slide jump. I'm doing it now. Yeah! Find you, confine you, defying your brain. When I learned this game, I was playing the game in black and white, so I don't actually know what all of the gem colors are. You know what? This was something that I was thinking about. Oh wait, you can't do that because the platforms aren't up. I'm like, oh, let me just get the red gem before the cutscene. And then I'm like, I've been thinking about that. Why would I learn the colors of the gems? I don't need to. I know where they are.
My crystals!
Down as a word spilled from the mouth of a hero. I can chase another day, fight you all the way. And together we stand strong no matter how. No one can bring us down.
Set a course for Madame Amberley's Academy of Evil. Come along!
Okay, I got the fast death. Am I gonna save time? You can't. Yo. Save 2 seconds, let's go. Thanks for the small stonks. Okay, cool. Oh, come on. Why am I suddenly having problems with this jump? There you go. Hate having problems with it. Easy. Oh, the rat. Oh, yes. The old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds. I'm gonna bring up Wordle. I think I'm gonna play it while I'm doing runs. Spin the rat. I died. Fuck. Wasn't paying attention. Oh. I mean, I technically could, but I'm not going to.
Ah, yes. The old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds.
Nice. I usually do a do, wrong, and myths. I have three letters right now. Guess I'll have to have some time to like think about if I want to proceed with the next word or if I want to try guessing. Oof.
The greatest evil scientist in the world!
Did I put an R? I did put an R.
Didn't get any worse.
Trying to think of what word I'm gonna put next to try to figure out, but like a lot of the words that I'm thinking of are using letters I've already used. Make the jump during the dingo skip. What's the dingo skip? Start inventing new words. Yeah, or taking things from like other languages that make no sense, or like the one day where they decided to use kefir, which is goat milk, or like a goat, which I knew the term heifer, but the thing is like unless you're like some person living like super well off, you wouldn't know what kefir is, or unless you're Jewish. And it's just like, bruh, the modern person is not going to be able to guess that fucking word. Like, you can't make it to where a select few people will be able to know what the word is. I think it should be words that are used commonly enough to where the majority of the population know the word. Even if it's like a rare word, the majority of the population should know the word. Brute force it. That's what I'm like thinking about. I have three letters. Yeah, I don't know what a dingo skip is, unless you're talking about boiler. where I just did that, you just need to dodge the checkpoint trigger. Not touch it. You weren't doing anything. Closing and reopening made it work. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, you stand on a spot and then you just you stand on the spot, you look at the corner, you jump forward, and then you just like tap right. I mean, to be fair, the tutorial of your choice also, it does say that you get scammed because I would do it anyways. But while I'm practicing for a marathon, during a run, I'm not really gonna be helping out much. If I reset, yeah, I could show it. That use the same combo, yeah. That's why I try to, like, either be the first person to, like, do, the Wordle in the Discord. But, like, I don't mind telling people about what it is. You guessed a word first try. By their guesses, yeah. Use widescreen? I mean, sure. It doesn't really change that much. Makes PS2 more laggy, though. I used to run the game in widescreen. I don't anymore. Okay, why the fuck did the camera not bug out there? That was weird. Usually it bugs out. Something to think about, because that should save time if I do it that way. The only thing widescreen would really change is if you do Cortex Antagony. Otherwise, it's not gonna change anything. I used to run in widescreen before I started using them. Is it considered cheating? I mean, technically. But then again, I also consider using hints cheating, and I never check hints. Ooh, I have time. I have like 30 seconds to like figure out the word. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. Let me see here. Shit. Dude, Nobel is not... It's not a word. What do you mean that's not a fucking word? Hello? Happy belated birthday. Trying to think of words. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting this word. I might have to actually look it up. Either that or it's like a super simple word and I'm just stupid. I might be stupid. Being multilingual is not exactly good for your vocabulary. Wow. Hit the thing, thank you. Ooh. Banger alert. Banger alert. I don't care what you're thinking as you turn to me. Yeah, two hands is enough to set me free. Fight the feeling to resist it over time. What word can I do? Oops. Forgot to spin. What is... You know what? I'm going for it. Fuck it. Hold on. You know what? Let me try that again. Yeah! Like a million faces, I've recognized them all. One by one they fall, become a number as they fall. Face the reason, oh, I can take no more. Thanks for stopping by. Yup. There we go. Bastard. Let me show you just what I'm made of. I think I know what it is. There's only one word I can think of that matches. And if it's not this, I will cry. Yeah! There we go! Woo! I did it!
I'm an evil scientist.
I got it in 4. I'm a little too far away. There you go. Yeah, so the TLDR was that I got 3 of the letters, but I got the 4th letter correct. And that was basically the only thing I needed. It basically like completely depleted my word choice. I don't think Cortex's hitbox moves when he's in this state. No. No. Yes. Look at all that time lost, man. Are curse words? How the fuck do they even allow that shit? I always just eliminate vowels and semi-vowels. Also, if anybody here has not played the Wordle, you should play the Wordle for today. They are words, yeah, but like these fuckers don't really know. Okay, hang on. Do-do-do-do.
Come now, as we explore a new dimension! But we ran out of time.
What do you mean I missed it? The N-word is allowed.
Evil Crash! No! Come along!
I mean, the N-word is a very, like, it's not a good choice for Wordle anyways. Because it's a double letter word. And plus it will never be added. Crash is judging you. How can it be allowed if there's 6 letters? Right. We're not talking about the hard R.
My daughter, niece! We must do something! Think, Cortex, think!
Okay, I can accept this. Usually I don't like listening to this song, but you know what? It kind of fits Rock Slide. Yeah, get up there! Yeah, there we go. Don't kill me, please. Also, you a black cat. I almost died. That could have ended very badly. No! Damn. How am I saving time?
This way.
Yeah. Yeah. Back when video game music was cool. Come on. Come on. There you go. You know what? This run sucks. I'm gonna go for the thing. If I get it, I'm insane. I'm probably not getting it though. Hang on.
There they are.
I almost got it.
Let her go. Take me instead.
So since the cutscene state, you don't actually interact with ceiling hitboxes. You can actually get pushed through the force field and grab the gem in the cutscene. It's just that it sucks. Welcome back. Uh-oh. Stinky romance. Still kind of a bop, though. Please don't kill me. Follow me inside, outside, through the stratosphere. Nice. There we go. I'll take a page out of Stu's book. That is nice movement. actually. Ay, ay. Here it comes. I don't know what the thing is. That might be your internet. I haven't been seeing any issues, though I can't see OBS right now.
Victor and Moritz's stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the
Nope.
right.
I did forget to start recording, though. Stream pretty good. I think I have just enough lives. I don't know why the hell the game was pushing me that way, but cool. Yeah, I might have to get, I'm gonna grab extra lives anyways. You're kidding. Hey, Juan Di, please don't bring up politics. By the way. I'm not talking politics today.
Victor and Moritz's stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the right.
That also goes for everybody, by the way. Politics or current events may lead to an immediate timeout. Results may vary. There you go. Okay, I was about to say... No week off allowed, sorry. Go back to school. Uh-oh, stinky. There we go. I think I'll be fine. I just have to get this, I just have to not mess up this next part and then I should be okay. Nice. There we go. That should be... Yep, there we go. Got it. Creative mode? Maybe. Whoa. Well. Dude, don't do that, please. Oh, come on. That was dirty. Why did you miss that? I am indeed the entire lava. Okay, come on. Just give me the damn jump, please. Thank you. Why was Cortex back here? Why did Cortex respawn early? Cortex saves time. Like an entire minute. Fuck. And you might be wondering, uh-oh, why nobody else does it. And the reason why is because it is extremely hard. There we go. That should be fine. Oh, fuck. That's not good. That is a really tight, that's a very tight, oh, come on, stop it. The Cortex throwing out to be frame perfect, it's not. You can't go too fast, because Cortex won't touch the, checkpoint when you die, but also at the same time, you're... Just drop all my input scan. Your, it tried to drop, it tried to do it again. Hang on, I gotta think. Your, facing angle needs to be very good, though. If your facing angle isn't good, you will miss it. Hang on. Let me cook. I'm trying to give myself another life. I do need Cortex to be here, so... Okay. Okay. If I mess up at all, it's GG and I don't finish the run. So, just don't mess up, Forehead. Don't make this epic, please. Oh, I've lost tons of time. Okay. Alright. Run continues then. I win. So who wants a cheeky little any percent run after this? This isn't antagony, it's just agony. Ding, 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 ding. Do not skip. It's Ramadan. Well, I got bad news for you. I don't celebrate that. So, we do indeed nut. $113. Pretty bad. All right, let's get a cheeky little any percent in. A cheeky little resetless any percent run. What's the name of the song in the background? Rail Canyon. From the Sonic Heroes OST. You're kidding. This would be the one to follow for Cursed Warp, though I still would not recommend learning it. It is not beginner friendly. Neat. Okay. I don't know how I lured the bat, but okay. My hands are kind of frozen, so I'm having trouble doing swag crouch. Yeah. Oh, come on. Why the camera gotta do that, man? Tikimon skip is the easiest skip in the run. If you don't do the body slam, you don't have to do the body slam. You just need to touch the water. First try, good. Never mind. That sucks. Damn it. Now I'm gonna proceed to fail this. Yep. This is where we are. You need to touch the water because otherwise, like, the splash teleport doesn't teleport you where you need to go. Almost got it. There you go. That's not Dimension Skip, that's Cursed Splash. Oops. I reset. I reset the split. I forgot the delete key was my, It was my reset key. It is very important to know the names of the skips, because Dimension Skip is a totally different skip. It does the same thing, but it's not Dimension Skip, it's Cursed Splash. I jumped too early. Okay. Reset list starts now. I mean, yeah. That's why, that's why it's called Cursed Splash. Dimension Skip is a totally different one. Why did the game crash? So there's two reasons why the game crashed. First reason is because I was in Cursed Warp. And if you get any loading screens, the game crashes. The second reason was because I was Crash plus Cortex. So Cortex can't spawn because Cortex doesn't exist in any of these chunks. Even if I didn't have the cursed state, the game would have crashed. And the reason why I didn't get the checkpoint is because you have to wait on the ant to throw the bomb. Since I'm listening to music, I can't hear that. No, it's not. You don't jump at all. Like I said, there's a tutorial for it, but I still recommend that you don't do it. It's not worth doing at if you're starting to run this game. It's really not worth it. It is way too hard. As it stands, the checkpoint automatically... No. The checkpoint gets sniped by the ant that has the bomb. Oh, wait, actually, that's a good point, too. Oh, I don't think you can even do that teleport on PALPS2. You have to hold the slide button. Oh yeah, I make all this look kind of easy, but you have to remember I am the only person who can pull this stuff off consistently. There has been nobody else who has been able to just, like, easily pull this off. Like, all of these strats. Like, if you just count Cursed Splash, if you're not counting Cortex Antagony and just Cursed Splash, you would be able to add, Sustain and Dio. Well, at least Sustain I know can do, the Cursed Splash very consistently. But with Cortex Antagony, I am the only person that can pull that off in a marathon setting so far. Oh, no. Oh, that might not work. I turned too early. Okay, where's the bat at? That almost didn't work either. Because I slid off at the wrong place. But you can't really see it. Yeah, I touched the water. The issue was the bat lunged. If the bat lunges, it will clip through the wall, which has like a 50-50 of whether you're going to die, because the bat could just push you off completely. And then it's more difficult to get the bat lined up. First try, though. This is a pretty good warp skip. Like, for no reset, this is pretty nice. Almost got it.
Victor in Moritz's stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the rights.
If I get everything first try, I'm gonna get sub 11. Sub 11, which is what Dio has been trying to get. Antagony while out of bounds, the game doesn't crash anymore. Yes. Because the game doesn't have to load. Because right now, my last checkpoint is in, the lab. Or outside of the lab. And that's like three chunks of distance. But as long as Cortex is still in memory, and the, as long as Cortex is still in memory and the game doesn't have to reload the chunk, you're good. That's actually the reason why we do warp skip the way that, or at least the way I'm doing warp skip, is because, it guarantees that Cortex is still in memory when you die, without having to respawn him. So the old way was to go back and get a checkpoint and then death abuse, because he was still in memory, but in a different chunk. How long is 3 chunks of distance? Distance isn't measured in any unit other than chunks in this case. So what I mean by 3 chunks of distance is that, like, anything more than 1 chunk is, too far. The chunk still has to be loaded in, and the way to keep it loaded in is basically to be in an adjacent chunk. This is really slow. Okay, I still made it. This is the hardest part in... That is the hardest part in, the whole run. That's the part I worry about. I mean, I worry about this part too, but this part's not that bad. Oh, the distance doesn't matter, it's just that if your checkpoint is in a completely... Why am I doing this? Okay, cool. I'm doing that then, I guess. No, the checkpoint has to be in the same chunk that you're in. Or in an adjacent chunk. So, like... So, for instance... Since the chunk has to be loaded, I can die all the way up until, like, the next chunk, which is the... Hang on, I'm trying to think here. It's hard for me to think and concentrate at the same time. So, basically, like, I can die anywhere here without getting a checkpoint, and I will respawn in the previous chunk, because it's still loaded. It needs to be deloaded, or for the game to crash. It's either the chunk needs deloaded, or Cortex needs deloaded. Okay, I have 2 lives to, Okay. Okay. It's hard to demonstrate exactly what I mean, but essentially, like, chunks are just loading zones, and they are linked together through chunk loads. Okay, Cortex. Come on. Damn it! Okay, one more try. No, 2 more tries. Cortex can die. Yeah. Got it. There you go. That is the whole reason why we never really tried doing this. Because we knew that you could go through, doors like that. It's just that, nobody tried that door. Nobody found a way to make it consistent. The reason why I can't get it is entirely because the CRT doesn't, like, show the whole, like... The CRT doesn't show the entire left side of... Or, well, because it's in the European version, it stretches further than it should, since this is an American CRT. And I can't adjust it. This CRT has the horizontal locked. So I legitimately cannot fix it. So my visual cue just doesn't work. I had a very good visual cue for widescreen, but I can't play him widescreen because it doesn't show up on the CRT. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might get, I might get mecha glitched. I've noticed that mecha glitch tends to also be tied with Nina's head. So there we go. I got a 12-minute any percent time. Let's do another one. Bullet Station? Hell yeah. Let's do another cheeky any percent run before I do another hundo. Oh yeah. Would have been the record a few years ago. That is true. I think that's still top 5 too. Good job on that time. That time sucked. Come on. Come on. I'm mostly doing this for Ali because it's Ramadan and I want to shove it into his face. Okay, you can stop now. This is what I mean when I say that, like, nut skip sucks. Because, like, you could be super good at it. And this is also why, like, I used to reset if I failed it. Even when I wasn't that great, because it doesn't matter. It does not matter how good you are. If the nut doesn't want to cooperate, it will not cooperate. It does not matter. Ramadan only fountain skip allowed. Have fun with that. That is still one of the worst finds I have ever made. I mean, it was monumental, but it's still one of the worst skips I ever found. Halal. So, if we would consider current any percent atheist, right? Buenas. Buenas, Anita. ¿Cómo andas? So, if we would consider, any modern any percent, atheist, right? And we consider with fountain skip, Islam because of Ramadan. What is no dimension skip? I don't think... Did I miss it? I missed something. I did get it. Okay. Never mind. Is no dimension skip Buddhism because you reach enlightenment? And all levels Hinduism because you're in the lowest level of the caste system? And then we could just call the one where you use dimension skip the one with like the spaghetti monster. You know what I'm talking about? The flying spaghetti monster. Because he's the one that allows you to skip the dimensions. Where's bro going with this? Listen, I'm cooking. I am cooking. My meal is delectable. Okay. Or do we consider modern 90% the spaghetti monster? Thanks for this, and thanks for the small stonks. And Cortex getting crucified in Papu Village. You know what? That means that all crystals would be Christianity. Because of that. Bro's cooking. Hang on, hold on, let him cook. But see, here's the thing. Since you can skip that, you're basically saving Cortex. Which means you are ultra-Christian. That's crazy. Religion's explained by Crash Twinsanity categories. Crash became woke. That's when he started saying pancakes. Ooh. Banger alert. Crash ascending into godhood. He said, fuck your religions. I'll make my own. What do you do for your religion? Nothing. I get crystals. Now Gib crystal. Didn't work because you didn't do it correctly. Oh, that almost didn't work. I was pretty far to the left. There we go. Halala version. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we've waited. Yeah, there we go.
This is strong, hold of evil. This where we wrong the right.
One, two, three. You didn't know, now I'm gonna show you the power that is me. You try to stick me down, stop the show. You had to tasted fear, a loss of control. To me, the power that is me. We all danced in fire, looking this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Eggman's watching. Okay, let's see. Banger alert. I jumped too early. Yep. There we go. Okay. That was... Come on. Should be fine. I almost jumped too early. That was probably a last frame jump, I think. Okay, the run's pretty easy from this point on. That was the first frame jump. This is a pretty good antagonist, actually. It said... Okay. Damn. Nice. Come on. There we go. Ah! No! That sucks. This is gonna be a really good run, too. This is not even gonna sub Dio's time, I think. Wait, it actually might. Come on, turn around. There we go. Actually, it will if I reach the door by oh no. No, it'll be about a 12-minute time. Never mind. Oh yeah, I think Dio's time was an 11:12. So this is probably going to be only like 20 seconds slower than his time. Beats Dio in a joke run? Almost did. I got 2 runs. I got one that was an 11:21 and an 11:23. That's not good. He still did the attack! Bastard! Okay. Let's go back to Hundo. I'll do one more run of Hundo and then I'm done. I mean, it's not really a joke run. I was taking the run seriously. It's just that because the marathon that I'm doing, I'm asking to see if they will allow any % as a donation incentive. So I will be doing any % in a marathon run. That's why I'm practicing. Any % is because I want to make sure I'm good enough to be able to do any % in a marathon setting. Which, I mean, I should be able to. And trust me, it will be hype if I get to do any % in, It will be hype if I get to do any % in a marathon run. Because the modern iteration of any % has not been done in a live setting before. Actually, to be fair, the previous version was almost marathon viable. But the big issue was that it was too hard to not die. Thanks for the small stonks. It was too hard for to not die in Antagony. That sucks balls. But in like this version, even though it's harder, since you can die, there's leeway. It's very rare that I mess up any the Cursed Splash. How do I do the Cortex cutscene skips? I mean, the tree skip is consistent on Xbox. It's a 1 in 3 on PS2. The easy cutscene, I line it up and then I just hold a camera angle so that way it doesn't move, and then I just do a delayed double jump. And then blonde skip is pretty much the same. Oh. Okay. I like blanked for a second. Cool. Like this, I line it up, but really what matters the most is that you do a delayed double jump. Nothing else really matters unless the game decides to stop you, which it can. There's a chance the game will just not let you move. Morning, Grave. Damn, what are you doing up so early? Grave. Oh, yeah, work. I'm streaming because there was a freezing rain warning. So I said, no, I'm not driving. I'm not going. So I'm just not going to class today. Yeah, the freezing rain thing was like very sudden. What I was planning on doing was I was going to go to class today and then take Thursday off, but I'm not doing that, so I don't know, I might. I'm thinking about it, actually. I just go tomorrow. Aren't there issues? I mean, technically, but the classes that I'm missing, it doesn't matter. Because they're not, the classes I'm taking, except for one, don't actually count towards my semester. Or my, they don't count towards my, what's it called? They don't count towards my diploma because they're not counted in the program. Like, I'm just taking Spanish, or I'm taking Russian and Italian for fun because I can, more or less. And the only class that matters, like, yeah, I might get punished a little bit if I don't go, but I'm still gonna pass. I have an A in the class. Don't even try hover skip. if you can't do Tikimon skip, no way you're gonna get hover skip. "25% of the classes." I'm not missing 25% of the classes. Though, I do have excused absences for when I'm going to Mexico. But I mean, that's just for charity. It's for charity, and I gave them basically all of the information. And plus, this is the week before spring break, so a lot of people don't attend the classes anyways, so they don't usually fault people if they're not there. I'm still going to attend Wednesday because Russian, I can't afford to fall behind in Russian. I don't want to fail the class, and I'm actually trying to learn it. Yeah, that you should be doing the boss fight. I mean, yeah, the excused absences usually only count for that. But from what I've been able to tell, they'll try to see what they can do for the absence, because, they'll try to see what they can do, because, I mean, I'm doing a charity event, and I let them know, like, 2 months in advance that I'm going. I was aiming too far to the left there. I'm very distracted right now. Come on, man. This will be my last attempt, regardless of whether I make it through or not. Mierda, okay. You know, it would probably help if I actually looked at the screen, because I was just basically, like, I wasn't even looking at the screen for the past, like, minute. Well, not minute, but, like, the past, like, 30 seconds. Apes together strong. Nice. There you go. If it works on Retro Arc, it does not. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't. At least if it does, I believe the one that they are using is the less accurate one. This is a pretty good jungle bungle, actually. Of course, as soon as they say that, I make a stupid blunder. Lol. My feet are cold. I don't think I made it in. I was too far to the left. I made it. I can't see. Interesting. There you go. Yeah, by the way, this game is not going to be something you can do blindfolded. Yes, the XBX is the bad Xbox emulator. I might still make it. I think I'm gonna make it. Please don't bounce. There you go. Nah. Missed it. Unfortunately. Fuck. That sucks.
Well, a power crystal.
Please don't die. Probably gonna die. Okay. Got the skip. There we go.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
Yep.
After you weak-minded fool, avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
Kind of surprised Cortex didn't twin split there. There we go. Hopefully, marathon luck doesn't happen, because I would rather not have to be, I'd rather not have to be, like, stuck in cavern right there, because if the game just decides to kill you, you have to reset. Or you have to at least reload. I did not get the long jump there. From Teen Titans. Let's keep the chat to the speed run, please. Sorry, Ollie. You gotta go back to class, my guy. No class allowed. I mean, no vacations allowed. Nope. Nope. How did I almost get a best seg there? Wasn't even really doing anything special. How am I ahead? I would like to know how I'm ahead. They say 2 seconds there somehow. Don't know how. This run has been an absolute disaster. Jump, jump. Sad alley noises, true. I should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Bro's like, dang, I was gonna de-stress. Neat. Almost got that first try too. Now the game is saying suck my dick. Awesome. Hijo de la gran puta, okay. Don't you dare. There we go. How do you not get caught by the villager? I have zombie. As long as you're crouching, you're outside of his view box. And as long as you are outside of the view box and then you go inside of the view box, you don't get caught. But if you stay inside of the view box, he will catch you. I mean, even if you have zombie, you'll still get caught. You just need to crouch in the water and you'll be fine. Understand the view box. There's just a brain. There's an area where he just can see where Crash is, and there's a range where he doesn't. If you're outside of that range, then you don't need to care. Because the game is designed where he can't catch you the first time when you enter the view box, as long as he's not already looking. Or if he's already looking, he can't catch you if you enter the view box. It's not multiple different view boxes, it's a single box. How did I fail that? That was weird. I never fail that. But essentially all it is just if he's already looking, you can, and you're outside of the view box, you can enter it, he won't catch you. If you're inside of the view box and he looks at you, you're dead. Unless you're behind cover. But cover is its own thing. And it only detects if you're crouching or not. But when you have zombie, the view box doesn't, it's not fully under, it doesn't cover the whole water. So if you crouch, you're underneath it. So if he looks at you while you're crouching and you uncrouch, he doesn't catch you because you're not inside the view box. You're outside of it, basically. But yeah, that was the last run. I don't know who the hell would be on at this crazy hour. There's Blord. But I don't know if I feel like raiding. That's a lot of work. That isn't